Hello everyone, this is Whitebox here on a nice rainy day with another game of Spirit Island. This time I'm going to try two spirits which apparently don't have any games against Brandenburg Prussia in my records. Many Minds Move as one, as well as Downpour Drenches the World. So I'm going to see how they do against Brandenburg Prussia 4 and see if I can get some wins added against that adversary. Now I think I've fixed my mic issue. Hopefully it sounds better this time. I know it was a little echoey in the last two videos. For some reason, Windows likes to change around my default audio device without telling me. So it should be okay, and we'll get started. So I got an interesting start here. I got an initial explore in jungles, and on board A and E, that means that every board already has a town on it, or every land with a jungle already has a town on it. So that's going to be a little tricky, because they're going to build a bunch of cities, and that may be difficult to deal with. So even against Brandenburg Prussia 4, this is a difficult start, and I'm not sure how it's going to go. But go ahead and get started. So with Many Minds Moves 1, I want to get more beasts out onto the board. I think I'm going to do a double growth, so growth 2 from top and bottom. And start getting some stuff out there. Alright, so yeah, we'll see. It's been a while since I played Many Minds Move as 1. Many moons since I've played Many Minds. So we'll see how I do with that. So I'm going to start kind of moving around. I think I'm just going to let land 8 go and try to focus on some other ones that I can actually deal with. So let's start moving. My sacred sites count as beasts. So let's get a sacred site into that land. I'm going to get 1 energy just from presence, and I'll play Ever Multiplying Swarm so I can get some stuff out, as well as... So let's also play Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. See if I can stack up some Dahan and try to deal with that land number 3. Okay. And then on Downpour Drenches the World, not sure how I want to start this one. Again, not going to be able to get a triple repeat to take out cities in those lands, which does make it hard. So I'm not sure if I want a double presence. I think I do want to get 2 presence down, just so I can start doing things. So yeah, let's go growth 2. I don't think I'm going to do the just continuous growth 2 option. As fun as it is, I think I will not do that. But I'll go... I want bottom track so I can get to the second card play. I think I do, actually. I'm going to do 2 from bottom track. Range 2. Okay. So where do I want to go with this? I think I want 2 into land 3 here, and we'll see if I can do something about that land. Okay. So that's that. That's growth. I gain 2 water, which I guess I'll just have out for that growth option. And I discard 2 cards. I'm just going to discard Gift of Abundance because I'm not going to need that just yet. And I want to use Foundation Sink into Mud, so I'm going to discard Dark Skies, Loose a Stinging Rain. I get 1 energy. And I'm going to take Foundation Sink into Mud as my play. Okay. So I'm good to go when we go into fast powers. So my fast powers, I have Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. I'm going to move 1 beast. My sacred sites count as beasts. So 1 beast into this land, and then back into land number 3, bringing that other Dahan along with it. I also don't have any of my innates just yet. I do have Beset and Confound the Invaders. I have 2 air and, or I have 1 air and 2 animal. And 2 beasts in this land. Oh, it has to be a land with invaders. Shit. So maybe I can't. yeah, I don't have 2 beasts there. So, can't do that. That's unfortunate. Would have been a free 2 fear, so that's not going to happen. Oh well. So that's all I got. Fast powers are done. So I'll go ahead and flip my event. Nothing happens. And then go into the invader phase. So they're going to build a bunch of cities that I couldn't really do anything about. Just unlucky with this particular board configuration, drawing jungle first. A little rough, but we'll see what I can do about that. And then explore into wetlands. That's okay. Hopefully the camera angle's okay here. I think you can see the cards all right. Alright, so explore into wetlands. Wetlands is fine, probably. I can take care of that next turn. Jungle I'm much more worried about. But let me go into the slow phase. I'm going to add 2 beasts, range 0. I want them in this land with ever multiplying swarm. It's a nice crowded land. And then foundations sink in mud. I also get the repeat. Right now I have 4 water, so I could repeat that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use pour down power across the island just to gain 2 energy. And then I will use Foundation Sink in the Mud on land 3 here, doing 2 damage to a town, and getting me a fear. Okay. And then I'm good. I'm going to discard. And go back to growth. Okay. Move those right side. So I think I'm going to go growth 3 with Downpour. It gets me to 2 card plays. I can gain a power card and play those 2 cards now. So let me gain a power card. I'm going to have 4 energy this turn, so I could go straight into a major, but I don't think I want to. I'm going to get a minor first. Don't have that much energy that it makes sense to get a major right off. So I've got Entrancing Apparitions, pretty decent elements. Sap the Strength of the Multitudes is good. Defend 5, that'll be enough for land 3 there. That's good. Encompassing Ward and Razor Sharp Undergrowth. Okay. I think I like Sap the Strength of the Multitudes. That's going to give me the defense I need in that land. Stahan will fight back and kill everything. And I don't have to use Rain and Mud Suppress Conflict. So, taking Sap the Strength. Need a bigger table here. And I'm going to go ahead and play my 2 cards, as well as gain 1 energy. So I have, and I don't need Brandenburg Prussia out anymore, I don't think. So I'll play Unbearable Deluge and Sap the Strength of Multitudes. As far as Many Minds, I don't think I want to do a double growth again. Maybe I do. That would get me to 3 card plays, and I can play all 3 cards now, but I'm not sure if it makes sense to do that. What's that going to give me if I play 3 cards now? I'll hit the 2nd level Beset and Confound the Invaders, which is going to give me a Defend 4 in that land, which is not bad. And I can push out the town and Explorer and then kill the city in the let's do it. I'll just keep sticking with minor powers. So I'm going to go double growth again, just get a lot of presence out there. So this is growth 2. Add a presence and a beast. That's pretty nice. But I don't think I need to do that. I think I like 3 card plays. Let's see, maybe if I clean up the inlands, it'd be a little bit better. So let's go ahead and do 2 presence there. Oh, and I didn't add my presence yet with Downpour, or you gain the 1 energy. So presence at 1 range. Let's see, I can move some Han somewhere. they're fine. I'm not going to use the defend 3. So I'll just use Unbearable Deluge. Let's go ahead and go up into the sands so I can push those to Han into land 5. Set up for next turn. So I think I'm good. I'm playing all 3 of my remaining cards with Many Minds. Move as 1. And again, I'm not sure if this is the best strategy with Many Minds. I haven't really played them that often. Really either of these spirits, so I'm just trying things out. Alright, so I think this is my play, so I'm going to go into fast powers. So, I have Beset and Confound the Invaders, my innate, which is going to go into this land right here. It's the 2nd level, so because I have 2 air, 3 animal, and 3 beast. So it's going to be 3 fear and 4 defend. I can also gather a beast somewhere. Let's see, using... Actually, I have the 2nd level of the Teeming Host arrives. So let's get, let's see, I can gather up to 1 beast per area that I have. Don't have a Sacred Site there. So maybe instead of adding that 2nd one there, I'm going to add it here, just so I can leave that guy there for next turn, and try to do some defend, maybe? No, because I need the beast there for that. But I will have Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. I'm not sure that makes sense. Well, I can move Downpour's presence in there and then use Dreadful Scurrying Tide of Flesh or a Boon of Bedevilment. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then I'm going to pursue, let's see, I'm going to use Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh to, or wait, the Teeming Host arrives, yeah, that's the one, to go ahead and, oof, this is a challenging puzzle here. I guess I could just let land 2 go. I don't know that I really care about it. Stop them from building, and the inland might be better. Well, I know what I'm going to do first. Pursue with Scratches, Pecks, and Stings is going to go in this land. So it's 1 fear for each beast past the first. Push 1 explorer and town. There are 3 beasts in that land technically, so I get 2. And I could stack up in the wetland and then come into it later with Downpour and try to nuke everything there with Foundation Sink into Mud. Yeah, that's the play. Okay. So going with that, I'll just let that land blight. It's not a big deal, and I'll deal with it later. And then that means I can do a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh. I'll pull some guys into here with what is it? Teeming Host arrives. I know I've got powers. Too many things. That's fine that I have 3 presents in there, I think. And then I'll use a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh, as I've said before. Remove up to half of beasts in target land. For each beast removed, 2 fear, and skip 1 action. So I'll mark that. So I'll just skip that. And then Boon of Swarming Bedevilment is going over to Downpour. So for the rest of this turn, each of target spirit's presence grants defend 1 in its land, and target spirit may push one of their presence, push up to 1 of their presence. So let's see. I think I'm good with where everything is for now. What I want to do... Oh, interesting. So that's defended 2 already. No, it's fine. Okay, so then I will use Unbearable Deluge, do 1 fear, gets me a fear card. Push these 2 to Han into land number 5. You know what? I can repeat Sap the Strength of Multitudes, and that's going to be even better. So I'm going to push these guys in here. This one's defended 3, doesn't really matter. And now what I'm going to do, I have 3 water, so I can get 1 repeat. So I'm going to use Sap the Strength of Multitudes in this land, defend 5. And this land, defend 5. And I think from Boon of Swarming Development, Bedevilment, just can't say that, I'm going to push that presence up in here, so that's an extra defense. That's defended 6, just in case something dumb happens. And yeah, I think that is all I need to do. So I've got, let me tap things, I've got so many fast powers. I'm able to use Sap the Strength, I repeated. Use my 1 repeat for that. Use Pursue, Dreadful Tide of Scaring Flesh, Boon of Swarming Development, and my 2 innate. So I'm good. I'm all set. I'm not going to use Rain and Mud Suppress Conflict because I don't want our lower Dahan counterattack damage this turn. And then I don't have Water Nourishes Life's Growth, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, cool. I'm all set. So let's go into an event. I'm on stage 3, it's Brandenburg Prussia. So extensive building. On each board, build in a land with invaders not matching a build card. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build in sands. All the sands are empty, so nothing happens. Nice and easy. In lands with disease or strife, invaders skip ravage actions. Okay, that's fine. And then settlers encroach too far. On each board, choose a land with a town and a Dahan. Push 1 town per 2 Dahan there. Okay. So I guess I have to do it here. Push that guy out into there. And then the other board doesn't match that, so that's fine. Okay, fear card. Retreat. Each player may push up to 2 explorers from an inland land. Sure, I'll do it on this board here. So push that guy into, let's just stack up. And this guy, I'll go into this land. How much is that defended? That's defended 4, so that's fine. Okay. So that's all set. And then I'm going to go into the Ravage. So this Ravage actually works out a lot better than I expected it to. So right here, they are going to blight that one. This one's defended 7, so they're going to fight back and kill the city and the explorer. That's 2 fear. This one's defended 6, they're going to fight back and kill the city and the explorer. That's another 2 fear. And this one's defended 4, they're going to fight back and kill another city and explorer. You can kind of see a theme here with this game so far. So that's 6 fear total from that Ravage, not bad. And then I'm going to the build. Sap the Strength of Multitudes, very good on Downpour, by the way. But let me go into the build. There's skipping actions here. It leaves that, and then the other 2 are fine. Sands and Mountains. Okay. This Sands does not have any building adjacent to it, so that one's skipped. But the others will all get explorers. And that's a-okay with me. Okay. So that's that. Now I go to slow powers. I had none. Everything's fast. So I'm going to discard and then go back to growth. Alright, I'm going to reclaim cycle for both these spirits already. So I'm going to gain a minor with many mines. Many miners. Fire in the Sky, it's pretty good always. Weep for what is lost, not bad. Sky stretches to shore, I don't really need, I've got enough fast powers. Elemental Boon's always good, but in this particular game it might not be as useful as it usually is. I kind of like Weep for what is lost. It's not bad. It's got water, beast, no air, but that's okay. And it's free, which I like. for many minds. It's a very poor spirit. So I get 1 energy just for presence. And I'll wait to choose my card plays with many minds until I do my regrowth cycle with Downpour. So with Downpour, let me gain my power card before I decide to move presence anywhere. I actually have 2 move presences this turn. I'm getting another minor. Song of Sanctity, Like Calls to Like, Spur on with Words of Fire, and Elusive Ambushes. I like Elusive Ambushes. That kind of takes care of... I can repeat that, so that would take care of 2 lands actually this turn. So that might be the way to go. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do Elusive Ambushes. It's always good to kind of focus your minors on what you're going to deal with right now. I'm going to move this presence into that jungle. And I have another move. Let's move this presence into that jungle. That's not a jungle. Move that presence into that mountain. Okay, I'll see if I can deal with things. Lots of markers out on the board. Okay, so I know for sure I'm playing Elusive Ambushes because that's gonna take care of 2 lands this turn. I don't have any Ravages that I'm gonna worry about. I'm just gonna let land 2 on board A go. I can probably deal with it, honestly, which is a little silly, but it would be challenging. So I think I'll be able to clean up the Blight later. Not too worried about it right now. So instead, let me see if I can solve one of these other future problems. These 2, potentially an issue. So I can do Stark Skies, Loose a Stinging Rain. Push some stuff out. Yeah, let's do that. It's not free, but that's alright. Okay, so those are my card plays with Downpour. Gives me, again, just 3 water, but next turn I'll start having more. And then, so it's going to take care of 3 lands this turn. Not going to have to worry about those. And with Many Minds, let's see if I can clean any of those up. I might be able to do just Evermortifying Swarm again and just kind of get more beasts and more animals out, which is always great. But I'm not sure that I want to. Might be better to pull those Tahan into land 6 over on that board with Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. I like that. So let's go with Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. I also want to get into that land 4 there with Wheat for What Is Lost, so I can push out the town that gets built. So I need another air card, which is just fine. So no Ever-Multiplying Swarm this turn. I don't need Boon of Swarming Beak Devilment. Someday I will be able to say that, promise. Yeah, let's see. Huh, okay. And pursue with Scratches, Pecks, and Stings. Oh, it's for each beast past the first. That's tricky. Okay. Yeah, so I won't be able to do exactly what I want to do with that. Yeah, I can't push Tahan with that. Okay. I'm not gonna get that extra air, am I? gather. I kind of need it, so let's go with let's just get some fear. Even if I remove a beast, I think it's fine. I'll worry about adding beasts back this turn, or next turn. Okay, so let's go into it. I don't spend any energy on many mines, which is great, because I don't have a lot. And spending 2 on Downpour. Okay, fast powers, which I think is all of my powers. So I'm going to go ahead and do dark. Let's do elusive ambushes on this land. Does 1 damage per because it's got Dahan. I'm going to repeat elusive ambushes for 1 energy. Stack it up. Do the same thing there. Then Dark Skies, Lucis Stinging Rain. I'm going to target this land. Oh, I have to do it from a wetland. Shoot, do I have a thing from a wetland? I do. Huh. Maybe I don't have to weep for what is lost. I might change this around a little bit. So instead of weep for what is lost, which is not going to help me as much as I thought it would, I might just get ever multiplying swarms out there. Yeah, I'll do that instead. Okay, so Dark Skies, Lucis Stinging Rain is going to go in this land. This counts as a wetland because I have 2 presents there. So I can push this one Explorer. I'll just keep stacking up in there and deal with it later. Okay. I don't have anything else, so that's it for Downpour. So next up is going to be Many Minds Move as 1. Let's go with Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. I'm going to move 1 beast, which is my Sacred Slate, in here, and then in there. Okay. Then I'll remove up to half of beasts in a land with 2 beasts, so it's just going to be here. They're going to skip 1 action and 2 fear there. Potentially could skip an Explorer, although I'm mostly doing it for the 2 fear. I'll mark that. Okay, and then I have the Teeming Hosts Arrives as well. Let's go ahead and gather a beast, which is my Sacred Slate, into land number 6. And then I can deal with that next turn. And I think that's it. Well, I do also have the 2nd level of Beset and Confound the Invaders, which is 3 fear and defend 4. So I guess I could have defended that land number 2, possibly. Well, it needs to be a land with 3 beasts, which I don't have, so it's just going to be level 2/1, so it's 2 fear. Defend doesn't matter, so I'll skip that. Alrighty, so that's that. Next up is going to be an event. I've got Stage 2 and 3, so local diaspora, and the single land with the most invaders. Push 1 explorer and / town to each adjacent land. Okay, pretty sure that's this one here, so unfortunately they are going to build in that sands. But is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. So let's go that. Each beast generates 1 fear if invaders are present and moves to an adjacent land if not. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fear. Thanks for my Sacred Sites counting as beasts. It's very nice. And then forsake the barren land. On each board, push 2 to Han from a land with disease to a land without disease. Or, not disease, blight. But no to Han and lands with blight. Fear card. Depopulation. On each board, remove 1 town. Well, that's unfortunate. I could have moved that town somewhere and removed it, but hindsight's 2020. I'll just remove this one. Deal with it in the future. Okay, Ravage and Wetlands. We've got 1 blight over here. 1 damage, not enough to blight. Empty, empty. So I'm good. Build in Sands and Mountains. Had them clear it out, but came back in. And that. And 1 more build up here. Okay, jungles. That's not bad. This one potentially a problem, but I think I'm going to be able to deal with it. They're skipping explorers there. Logo Diaspora messed me up. I would have saved that land 4 and land 3 on board A this turn, but that's okay. And then escalation is just add a town to a land without 1. Let's see. I think that's tricky. I mean, wetlands is kind of the safest, I suppose. Okay, cool. So that's not too bad. Slow powers, I do have ever multiplying swarm, so I'm going to add 2 beasts. Range 0. Let's go ahead and do it in here. That'll make it easier to get the defense. And that's my only slow power, so I'm good. Discard and go back to growth. I'm not in bad shape right now. Need to start growing these spirits a little bit more, get more powerful. Let's go for, I don't know that I want a double growth with many mines. I think just growth 3 might be okay. Could potentially play 4 cards this turn if I do double growth. I think growth 3 is safer. And I think I want to start, I have three card plays, so I think I want to start going up top track. So I'm going to go top, add a beast and a presence in land 5. I gain an energy. And I can gather up to 1 beast into a land at 2 range. Let's see, they're going to ravage that mountain. That's not great. Okay, let's gather my sacred site into this land. Yeah, I get 1 energy for presence. I'm going to play my 3 cards. Okay, good. I do have the 2nd level of Teeming Host arrive, so that's going to help out quite a bit there. Okay. So that's that, with many mines, with Downpour. What to do. So I do have Sap the Strength. I could get some defense out with that. I also just have potentially the boon of Swarming Bedevilment defense, so that's not bad. Ravaging Sands and Mountains. Shoots, I have to cover a lot of lands potentially. I got 2 moves. That might be enough. Well, I've got some pushes, so that's okay. So I'll push that. Okay. It's a lot of movement of pieces in this board of presence, which is interesting. Yeah. I think I just want growth 3. This Boon of Swarming Bedevilment is going to give me a lot of defense. I'm going to need a lot in land 7 next turn, but I can save Sap the Strength of the Multitudes and just repeat it there. So that's not a big deal. Really, my presence is more important than anything else this turn. So let's see. So it's going to be the defense up there, so I need the Boon of Swarming Bedevilment. I need to get into that land. That land's getting pushed. So I think if I can do Foundation Sink into Mud twice, I don't think I'm going to be able to, though. Unless I gain 2 water. At least clear out the city and towns from there. Okay. I think I've got it. I'm gonna go growth 2. So I get my 2 water. I need to do 3 plays with Foundation Sink into Mud, so that means I need 2. How much water do I have? 3. I need to have 6, so I do need to go for both of these. Okay, so I need to go all from bottom. Let's go into this land and this land. I have to discard 2 cards though. Shoot. Yeah, that's gonna make it hard. I'm not gonna have the water to do 3. I only need 2 repletes. I don't know why I think I need 3. Okay. So that should be alright. I can discard Sap the Strength and Gift of Abundance. That means I don't need the 3rd card play, so... But having it next turn might be pretty good, so I think I'll still keep that unlocked. So I have 3 card plays on the Reclaim cycle. And let's go with Foundation Sink into Mud and Unbearable Deluge. This gives me 5 water. No, I do want the even number. I want 6 water. Okay. So that's the play. That's 1 energy. I have 2 presence movements. Let's go with actually do have Rain and Mud Suppress Conflict. But I think that's alright, because I've got enough damage from Dahan in there, so that's going to be fine. So I can stop this. I'm going to move 2 of these presents in there. And that way I have a lot of defense. Okay, cool. I think I'm all set eventually. So let's go ahead and figure this nonsense out. Actually, I don't need to do Rain and Mud Suppress Conflict still, so I will leave that. So I'm going to use Unbearable Deluge right here. It's defended 3. There are no Dahan to push out of that, and I get 1 Fear, which gets me another Fear card. So that's Unbearable Deluge. I also have the Boon of Swarming Bedevilment. So for the rest of this turn, Downpour's presence grant defend 1 in its lands, and I might push up to 1 of my presents, but I don't think I need to. And then I have Pursue with Scratches, Pecks, and Stings, which is going to come in this land, push this town into land number 7, and get 1 Fear for that. And I also have the Teeming Host Arrives, so I can gather up to, I guess the 2nd level, so gather up to 3 beasts. So I'm going to gather these two, and I think I'll leave the one in that jungle. And then I have the second level of Beset and Confound the Invaders, so this is going to be defended 4, and I get 3 fear for that. And I think that's it. Actually, I have 2 slow powers. Who knew? So I'm going to go into an event. Help the island. Wounded land attracts explorers. On each board, add an explorer to a land with disease. Or blight. Can't figure stuff out. But that's okay. I can put that guy there. And this one, I'll put in there. Beasts chase off homesteaders. On each board, push up to 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with beasts. Okay, this guy can go into... I'll push him in there. That guy, I don't really want to stack up any more explorers because I'm having trouble dealing with them. So I'm just going to leave that as is. Alright, and then raiding and retaliation. In each land with towns and cities, 1 damage per Dahan, and then each surviving town and city deals 1 damage to Dahan. Okay. So that's just going to be this land here. The Dahan will kill it and get 1 fear. It's just 1 damage per Dahan, so I'll actually clear that out right away. I realized I didn't deal with this land, but that is fine. It doesn't really as well. I'm going to do another push in here. I'll use one of my repeats on Unbearable Deluge and defend this 3, and then it's also defended an extra 1, so that's defended. So the push came from Boon of Swarming Bedevilment, and I get a fear for that. It's not isolated, but that's okay. Okay, so may as well do that. Slight retcon, but nothing was really changed that, so I think I'm good. And then fear. Spreading timidity. Each player chooses a land to isolate. Sure. Let's isolate. Coast is probably more likely to come up, so let's isolate that one. And I'll do 2 different land types just in case. So those 2. Okay. Ravage and Sands and Mountains. So empty, defended 4, defended 4, empty, defended 6, empty, nothing, and then nothing. No Ravages. Build in Jungle. And then explore in sands. Okay, cool. So that isolate worked out. I've got 1, 2, 3, and then escalation. Just add a town to a land with a town, without a town. Excuse me. So let's throw that in. I mean, I can maybe have them destroy that town next turn if I put it in land 3. I've got enough lands I have to defend though, so I don't want to have to deal with any more. So let's throw them into some empty lands. Okay, so that's that. Now I go to slow powers. I'm going to do Weep for What Is Lost right here. 1 fear per type of invader presence. Let's do fear. And then push up to 1 explorer or town per blight. So I'll push out the town and push him to, I don't love pushing him into a blighted coast, so let's do it into that inland one. And then Foundation Sink into Mud, I'm going to use my last 2 repeats on, so I can do repeat it to play it 3 times. This counts as a wetlands because I have 2 presents there, so it's going to kill the city and both towns for 4 fear. Okay, And those are all my slow powers, so I'm going to discard and come back to growth. Oh, let's not mix and match those. It's going to be another reclaim turn for both spirits, which is fine. Let's pull these back. So many markers on the ground. So let's do my power cards. So I gain a minor with many mines again. Might be time to start doing majors. I think next turn I might go with that, but I'm gonna stick with minors for now because I'm still only making 1 energy per turn. So I've got Reach and Grasp is pretty nice, Steam Vents, Call to Isolation, and Carapace Land. Carapace Land's always great. Especially with as many beasts as I have. Let's defend 6 pretty much wherever I want it. Call to Isolate I think has better elements though. It's got an air and a beast. Let me deal with that Coastal Land 3. So much like Carapace Land, I'm actually going to go Call to Isolation, just because it does have an air on it, which I like. And then for Downpour, let me gain Downpour's card. And actually, what time is it? Might be, yeah, I'm good, I think. So I've got Hazard Spread, not bad, Scour the Land, Gift of Twin Days, and Mesmerized Tranquility. Mesmerized Tranquility, that's pretty disgustingly good on Downpour, so that might be the play. Hazard Spread's also not bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing Mesmerized Tranquility. It's just more reducing invader damage, and I'm going to be relying on Dahan to clear stuff out, so that is fine. And the Isolate's also pretty good. Okay, so that's that. Now I get to reclaim. So reclaims, I get to move a presence with Downpour. Where do I want that moved? Let's see, Ravage is happening in jungles. I've got jungle 3 taken care of from many mines. Let me just do that now. So I get energy for presence. Call to Isolation is the play. Can possibly just do Boon of Swarming Bedevilment and take care of some stuff. Mesmerized Tranquility will take care of this land, that's no problem. So I've got the jungles. I could even let jungle 8 go. I don't really want to though. If I can push out the Dahan from that land, I can clear out land 7, which is nice. So maybe an Unbearable Deluge and a Mesmerized Tranquility. I like that. Which means I can move one of these guys out of there. Don't have to worry about that. So that's one of my moves. I have two other moves. Let's see. I'll probably do another Wait for What Is Lost because I can deal with the town that gets built there. Okay. And let's do Boon of Swarming Bedevilment as well. It's a good set of elements. All free, which I love. And yeah, I think I'll do Unbearable Deluge and Mesmerized Tranquility over here with Downpour. I have 2 more pushes for my presence track, so I'm going to push this guy in here and then into there. And I think I'm ready for fast powers. So, fast powers. I have 4 water on Downpour. So I've got 1 repeat. I'm going to use Mesmerized Tranquility right here, so invaders do -1 damage each. I'm going to use Boon of Swarming Bedevilment. Someday I will say that correctly. Onto Downpour. So Downpour's presence, each defend 1. I will use Unbearable Deluge right here for a fear. Push these 2 Dahan into this land. I will also repeat Unbearable Deluge. on this land here. So another fear, and push these two Dahan in there. And do I want to repeat it again? I don't think so. So I think I will just yeah, I'm just going to get an energy with my other repeat. So that's that. I'm not going to use Rain and Mud Suppress Conflict because I don't need to. Maybe I should. Yeah, I'm going to use Rain and Mud Suppress Conflict. It's just the first level, so each of my presence grants defend 1 and lowers Dahan counterattack damage by 1, just in case increased damage comes out from the invaders. Alright, so that's that. I'm going to use Call to Isolation on this land here, push this town over into that mountain. I've already used Boon of Swarming Bedevilment. I also want to use the Teeming Host Arrives somewhere. I'm not sure where just yet. And I have Beset and Confound the Invaders, but I don't really need the defend for it. So can I get? No, I only have 3. Okay, cool. So it's basically just gonna give 3 fear. That's all right. And I can kind of move my swarm wherever I want it to set up for something. Oh wait. Oh no, I'm good. So let's go ahead and use Teeming Host Arrives on this land, and I will gather all of these beasts over there. And then I'll just defend one of these lands 3. Doesn't really matter which one. I'll do that one. And I get 3 fear for it. So another fear card. Alrighty. So that's that. Now I go to an event. I have Fearful Mobs. When ravaging, invaders do +3 damage per land in lands with 3 or more invaders. Not great. +3 damage per land. Shit. Well, that's going to be a problem right here. How much am I defending that? I think I have just enough, because I'm defending 1 from a presence, 1 from Boon of Swarming Bedevilment, so they're doing 3 damage. I have 2 defend. Still okay. It's close. Grimtoll, on each board choose a land with disease. Doesn't exist. And then Fierce Mane, 1 fear per land with invaders where Dahan outnumber towns and cities. So we got 1 fear, 2 fear, 3 fear. Fear cards. Each player removes 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with Dahan. Okay. Can remove that one, which is nice. And that one. Not bad. And then invaders avoid the Dahan. Invaders do not build in lands where Dahan outnumber towns and cities. I like that too. Doesn't really apply, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to the Ravage. This is defended 2, so they will 1 Dahan will take damage. It's not going to matter. And these guys will die. Get a fear. This one, Dahan will fight back and kill him. Again, Dahan takes the damage, but I'm not keeping track of that because it doesn't really matter this turn. And same thing right here. They're doing 3 damage, defended 2. So Dahan will fight back and kill all of those explorers. Alright, so that's the Ravage. Next is Build in Sands. So I'll get 1, 2, 3. And explore wetlands. So this one's isolated. That's not going to explore because I used Unbearable Deluge there. That's good. This one will, and this one will. And then I get those escalation towns. So I think I'll just throw those onto the coastal jungles. Alright, I'm in good shape, so let's go to slow powers. I have Wait for What Is Lost. I'm going to use it right here again. 2 fear, and I can push out that town. And I'll just throw him into the coastal jungle. Good. And then I'll discard, and I'm back to growth. Alright, so I'm not in terrible shape. I am going to start getting stage 3 cards though, which is a little dangerous, so I need to figure out what to do about that. Ravage and Sands should be fine. Can deal with that okay. So, which growth options do I want? Got a lot of cards, so I could discard some on Downpour and do another double growth. Especially if I get 2 plants, I'll be able to remove some blight, which is going to be key, I think, this game. Power cards, okay. Yeah, let's go for that. I might need the defense. Let's see, I don't think I need Foundations in the Mud right now. So I'm going to discard Foundations in the Mud and Elusive Ambushes. And do a double growth. Let's go for 3 card plays and get a plant. And that's going to let me use the first level of Water Nourishes Life's Growth, which I haven't gotten to use yet. So let's add one in there, and I think I'll also get into here. So I can start getting this blight cleaned up. I get 1 energy, which is just enough actually, and I'll play my 3 cards. Do have a couple repeats though, potentially. Because I do have 7 water, so that's not bad. Okay, cool. So that'll be pretty nice. I can work with that. I have a lot of potential defense coming from Downpour, so I'll figure out where I want that here in a second. With many mines, I think I want to do, if I double grow top, I'll be able to hit a defense 7, which is very nice. I've got a couple lands that need help, but I can give help from Downpour, so that's not a big deal. So yeah, I'm not worried about the Ravage this turn. Do I want to worry about the build, potentially? Maybe. Let's see. Not too much that I can do about it, I don't think. So I might go Ever Multiplying Swarm and get some more beasts down. And then next turn I can take a major, potentially. I guess I could do it this turn. And the defense 7 is going to give me a lot of... Yeah, okay, let's do that. So I'm going to go double growth, add 2 presents somewhere. Let's go into here. I don't have to worry about... Oh wait, I think I can never have more than 1 sacred site in the land, so that doesn't help me. Okay. So let's throw those into here, just so I can see if I can do something about that potentially. And I'll play these 3 cards. I get 2 energy. Pay 1. I could pay 2 energy to gain a power card. It might be worth it, because I can forget from discard, and then I'll have a major next turn with a decent amount of energy. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay 2 energy to gain a major. Did not get a beast card, but I did get Reach Like Water, or Flow Like Water, Reach Like Air, which is very nice. Stack things up with that. I also got Weave Together the Fabric of Place, which is nice. Walls of Rock and Thorns, probably not going to be too useful. So I'm kind of between Flow Like Water, Reach Like Air, and Weave Together the Fabric of Place. Both awesome cards. Weave together. I'm going to be able to hit the kicker with next turn, so I think that's the way to go. Yeah, as much as I like flow like water, reach like air, I think I can do a lot with weave together, so I'm going to do that. And I'll forget Call to Isolation. Actually, maybe I'll forget Wait for What Is Lost, because I'm really not going to have that much blight left on the board after this turn. Yeah. So I'll forget Wait for What Is Lost. And I'll have Weave together for next turn, which is going to be very strong, I think. Okay. Might need to reclaim, but we'll see. Okay, so that's that. Next, I'm going to... So I gain my powers. Let's do fast powers. Alright, fast powers. What do I want to do? So I have a lot of things on my mind, really. I can get 4 fear from Beset and Confound, so let's gather a beast into this land. I have 4 beasts there, so I can go ahead and use the 3rd level of Beset and Confound the invaders. So I do 4 fear, and it's defended 7. So that's pretty clean. I have Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh. Let's use that. Let's save that for a bit. Okay. So saving that, let's go with Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. I'm going to move a beast out here, gather in these 2 Dahan. And then I think I will use, if I do this, I'm not even going to need Sap the Strength of Multitude, so I don't know that I need to use a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh. I can do it just for the fear, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll remove a beast there, and get 2 fear. Because I want the Dahan to fight back, so I can clear some stuff out. Okay. Then with, so that was that, and my 2 innates. Let's go with Downpour. Downpour is going to use Sap the Strength of Multitudes on this land, for sure. I'm also going to use Dark Skies, Lose the Stinging Rain on this land, which isolates it. And it pushes up to 2 Dahan into that land. I have Water Nourishes Life's Growth, so I can gain 1 energy. And I can remove 1 blight, which is going to be here, by removing 1 of my presents from that land. It's a fair exchange. And then, Gift of Abundance. Let's see, target spirit either gains 2 energy or may repeat 1 power card this turn by paying its cost, which is good. Either you or target spirit may add 1 destroyed presence to a wetland where I have presence. Okay. So let's do that. And I don't think I have these move of presences, which I didn't do during the presence phase. I think I would have moved this guy in here and this guy over here, just to set up for future turns. And it might be good to isolate that land so that they can't explore from it. Maybe, I'm not sure how much it matters. So I've got this defended, that's not defended yet, so let's repeat Sap the Strength of Multitudes over here. So that's defended 5. I have 1 repeat left or 1 energy. I got 2 energy from Gift of Abundance over to Many Minds Move as 1, and it's going to let me add 1 of my destroyed presents back into a wetland where I have presence. Let's do that in land 2 there. So that's Gift of Abundance. That also lets Many Minds Move as 1, repeat 1 power card. by paying its cost. It might make sense to repeat ever-multiplying swarm once I get that, so I think that's going to be the play. So I can get 4 beasts down. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, I'll save the repeat for ever-multiplying swarm. I have 2 repeats left, or 2 energy. No, yeah, I've only used 1 repeat on Sap the Strength, so I have 2 repeats left or 2 energy. So Dark Skies, Lucis Stinging Rain. I can potentially use that somewhere. Isolates, which is nice. I think I'm just going to take the 2 energy. So then I have a lot of energy for Sink Foundations into Mud next turn. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to go. Okay, so that's that. Next up, I've got... So I've done the Teeming Host Arrives, Beset and Confound, Guide the Way, Dreadful Tide, Dark Skies, Lucis Stinging Rain I used there, Gift of Abundance, Sap the Strength I repeated. I have Rain and Mud, Suppress Conflict, which I'm not going to use. And then I also have Water Nourishes Life's Growth, which I already used on land 4, board E. So I think I am all set. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and go to an event. I've got a Healthy Island, so cities rise on each board and lands with the most most towns. Replace 2 towns with 2 cities. If there's only 1 town, replace it with a city. Okay, well, these both get cities. It's actually okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. And on this one, there's only 1. I can do it here because they're going to fight back and kill it. So that's fine. Beast chase off homesteaders. On each board, push up to 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with beasts. Yeah, I don't want to. So it's up to... Yeah, I'm not going to. And then Careful Defense when invaders ravage. If the land has Dahan, defend 2. Sure. Fear card, Terror level 2. Scapegoats. Each town destroys 1 explorer in its land. Each city destroys 2 explorers in its land. Cool. So that. Those guys are gone. Those guys are gone. It's all good. Alright, lost a lot of explorers from that. That's pretty good. And then I'm going to Ravage. So, defended 5, so they will fight back and kill that town. Skipping. Defended 5, they will fight back and kill the city. That gets me another fear card. Very close to Terror level 2. It's going to be hard to kill all of these cities, but I'm going to try it. And that's that. So we're done with Ravage. And they're going to go to build in Wetlands. Now they're building a city there too, unfortunately. And then explore sands and wetlands. Okay, so that was not isolated. Okay. Oh wait, I already added a guy there. Is this one isolated? No, it was not. Okay, that's that. And then we go to Slow Powers. So I have Ever Multiplying Swarm, which I can repeat by paying 1. I will absolutely do that. So I can add 4 beasts down. Let's add them in here, because that's going to be a nice joined land, I think. So 2 of them in there. I'll add 2 over here as well. And that's it. So I will discard cards and I'm back to growth. There we go. Yep, that's right. So I'm going to reclaim with Downpour. I think I'm going to stick with miners. I do have 4 energy this turn. Yeah, I think I'm still on getting miners. And trap the forces of corruption. It's not bad. Gold's Allure, Dire Metamorphosis, and Desiccating Winds. Let's go and trap the forces, just in case. It probably won't be necessary, but I'll take it. I get to move a presence somewhere. Let's see. Got all these fancy markers, because all sorts of stuff's happening. And I kind of want to push off the reclaim with many mines, but it's a risk depending on what I can get with the power card that I pull. I would really need one with animal, so I think I'm not going to take that risk. I'm going to reclaim with many mines as well. And yeah, it's a good thing because I didn't get really good card draws. I think I'll just take Nature's Resilience. Maybe Cycle of Time and Tides. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, reclaim with both. And where do I want to go? So I would love to do some sort of crazy join together land and kill everything. I do have to be mindful of the ravages though, which are an issue. So what can I do here? I mean, I can skip actions though, which is good. So that is kind of the play. So I get 2 energy. I think I want to weave together the Fabric of Place, and I can hit the kicker on that pretty easily. I would love to do a Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh. Guide the Way on Feathered Wings possibly is good. Because I can defend that just no problem. So I think that is the way to go. What am I doing? Stealing energy from places. Let's just trade some of these in. I think I took 1 extra, so that's what I have. Yeah, I know. Okay, that's pretty good. And I'm gonna be able to hit the high level gather. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the way to go. Okay. And then I'm going to Foundation sink in the mud for sure. I might do Sap the Strength. And if I can get the range on that, then I don't need to move in, which is nice. If I do Gift of Abundance, how much energy do I need for the repeats? I need 2. Oh, I realize it gains 2 energy or may repeat a power card. So I actually do have 2 fewer energy from Gift of Abundance last turn than I thought I did. Still okay, just a little bit tighter now on energy. But I think I still want to do Gift of Abundance. Yeah, let's do that. Oh wait, 1-1. And I think I'm all set and ready to go. Yeah, so then I get the repeat. Okay, cool. But there's only 2. So last turn when I repeated, what was it? Ever Multiplying Swarm. I added 2 beasts into here. I'm going to change, I don't know, I've seen new cards since then, so I can't really do that. Okay, it'll be fine, I think. I might lose a couple presents, but that is okay. But I need to gather into there. Actually, I guess I don't need to be there. No, I do need 2 beasts in there. Okay. Figured it out, sort of. Let's see what's going to happen this turn. Okay. So first I'm using Gift of Abundance over on Many Minds move as 1. Nope, that's not what I'm doing first. First, I'm using Water Nourishes Life's Growth, removing this blight, and removing a presence. I gain an energy for that as well. I don't think I have the second level. Do I have 5 water? Actually, I do. So I also gain 1 energy and can gather up to 1 Dahan. Sure. It's actually not going to matter. All right. Then I've got Sap the Strength of Multitudes. So I'm going to defend this 5. All right, and then with Many Minds, let's tap these. Many Minds, I'm going to weave together the Fabric of Place on this land, these 2 lands here. So let's join these 2 lands. I have 4 air, so I get 2 fear. I isolate that joined land, and I remove up to 2 invaders. I'm going to remove the City and Explorer, because that's going to let me kill all of the towns with Foundation sunk into mud in the slow phase. I also want to do the Teeming Host Arrives. I can gather up to many things. So let's go ahead and... How much defense do I need in that land? I need 8. Okay, so let's see. With one of my move presences, I'm going to move a presence from here to here. I should have done that in the presence phase, but that's okay. I'm going to use Rain and Mud Suppress Conflict, so each of my presents grants defend 2 and lowers Dahan counterattack damage by 2. And I can repeat Strength of the Multitudes into there, so that this land is defended like 9. So that's pretty good. I'm going to use the Teeming Host Arrives to gather up to 4 presents here, 4 beasts there, because I have 4 air. Let's do 2 presents and 3 actual beasts. I think I'll be good to win next turn in the fast phase. We'll see. Alright. Might not have the energy for Weave Together the Fabric of Place again, but it should be alright. So let's go with Guide the Way Unfeathered Wings next. I'm going to gather a beast and 2 Dahan into this land. And then I'm going to repeat. Do I want to repeat Guide the Way Unfeathered Wings? I don't know that I need it. I can probably just do get the 2 energy instead, and then I'll be able to do Weave Together the Fabric of Place again next turn. That might be better. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to take the 2 energy. This counterattack damage isn't going to be that high. And then I think I'm all set here. So let's go ahead and do some fear. So beset and confound the invaders. I've got the 2nd level somewhere, multiple places. So 3 fear and defend 4 here. Actually, no, I've only got the 2nd level, so 3 fear from that. So that's that an 8. Guide the Way is done. Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh. I'm going to remove 2 beasts from this land to do 4 fear and skip 2 invader actions. That takes me into Terra level 3. So I just finished up Fast Powers, which is a lot, so let me go into an event. And then Terror Breeds Aggression. For every 2 fear cards currently in the earned fear pile, invaders do +1 damage per land when ravaging. It's not great. That's gonna hurt this one. Okay. Beast multiply on each board. Add 1 beast to a land adjacent to beast. And destroy 1 to Han in a land with beast. Aw, I don't want that. Let's do that. And that. And destroy some Dahan. And then coordinated defense. When invaders ravage, if the land has both Dahan and presence, defend 5. 2 fear cards. And each land defend 2 per Dahan. That's good. And then each player may remove up to 3 health worth of invaders from a land without cities. Sure. Let's go with, guess I can stop a couple builds. I'll just go with that and that. Okay. And then Ravage. So this one now is defended, I think, 7. So they're doing 7 damage, so that's fine. Dahan will fight back and kill that city and explorer. That's 2 fear. This one's defended a ton, so that's fine. And then this one is skipping that action. And I go into the build. Skipping that build here. This one will build. Build. Ah. Running out of towns now. Alright, so we got a build there. City built here. Nothing. And then explore in mountains and wetlands. Should be fine. I think I've got this game in the bag. A lot of stuff in there, which I don't love, but that's okay. Okay, and then I go to slow powers. So, slow powers here, I have Foundation Sink into Mud. I've got 2 repeats left, but I think, actually no, I've only got 1 repeat, but that's all I need. So Foundations are going to sink into Mud here and kill these 4 towns. Because that's 1 joined land. Okay. That's that. I think that's everything. Yeah, so discard. I'll distribute these guys out. Let's do that. Leave those guys there. Yep, that's good. Discard and go back to growth. Okay, so I want to see if I can kill all the cities this turn, which I think I will be able to do, potentially. This one's the hard one, actually. do it in the slow phase, but that doesn't help too much. Okay, might need to reclaim, but I'm gonna try to avoid that. Oh no, I don't need to. I can repeat Mesmerize Tranquility. Silly card. Okay. Let's see. I'll have a decent amount of energy this turn. I think I can just gain a major. Just fish for something good. Alright, I got Talons of Lightning. I will have just enough energy to play that once, which will kill this city, and I think that's all I need in order to win the game. So, I'm taking that. I'll just forget. Sap the Strength of Multitudes from discard. So I will play Mesmerize Tranquility. Trade some of these out. And Unbearable Deluge, because those are my free cards. Alright, pay for that. And I'm good with Downpour. With Many Minds, I'm also going to reclaim so I can get back my thing. Rain of Blood's not bad. I'll just take Rain of Blood. It doesn't really matter at this point. Gain 2 energy. And I'm pretty much going to repeat last turn. Play Weave Together the Fabric of Place. I think I did, what was it? A Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh. And Guide the Way on Feathered Wings. Alright. And this should clear up all the cities in the Ravage and let me win this game, hopefully. So that's that. Let's go to Fast Powers. So I'm going to use Weave Together the Fabric of Place to weave together, let's see, these 2 lands. I have 4 air, so I have the kicker. So I isolate that join land, do 2 fear. And then I remove up to 2 invaders, which will be the 2 cities. Okay. Then I will use Unbearable Deluge on this land to defend it 3 and push these 2 to Han in here. Also gets me 1 fear. That's not a wetland, so it's not isolated, but it's okay. Let's see, I can use the Teeming Host arrives. I'll gather a bunch of beasts into this land. I can gather up to 4, so I will do that. So why not? And that's going to let me do, well, let's still just defend 4 in that land. And 3 fear. So that joined land is defended now. I can Guide the Way on Feathered Wings and bring more Dahan in there as well to fight back, which is probably okay. Let's see, what damage are they doing there? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right now it's defended 4. But I can have each invader dare do -1 damage, so it's totally fine. So let's see, yeah, I will do Mesmerize Tranquility in this land, so each invader does -1 damage, so the defend 4 is enough. I'll bring in some more Dahan just to fight back with that. I'm also going to use Mesmerize Tranquility in this land, just so they do -1 damage, and that's isolated. Use Talons of Lightning on this land to do 5 damage and 3 fear, which is really 6 fear. And yeah, that's pretty good. So I've used Mesmerized Tranquility twice, Unbearable Deluge. I have one more repeat if I want it. So I'll just repeat Mesmerized Tranquility here, just so they do -1 damage, just in case something dumb happens. So they're doing 1 damage in this land, and 3 damage in there, and that one's defended 8. So Dreadful Tide of Scurrying Flesh, I don't even need to use. No, it's fine. So I think I've got that, got that, got that, got that, got that. So I think I'm all set to go to the Ravage, because I want them to Ravage in there, so that's fine. So let's go to an event. New species spread. I can transmute the worst of the species. Cost is 4 energy per player, aided by Moon. So right now the cost is a lot. I'm just going to forget Cycles of Time and Tide and Dark Skies, Lucis Stinging Rain to pay for that. So I can add some beasts to land with towns or cities. Let's do it in there and there. That's 1 fear per player. New diseases on half the boards, rounding up. Add 1 disease to a land with both Dahan and Invaders. Do 2 damage to Dahan there. Sad. Alright. I'll do it there. And then Offerings of Pattern Dance. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan among its lands gains 1 energy. That's fine. 2 fear cards, Terror level 3. Fear of the Unseen. Each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with cities, sacred sites, all sorts of stuff. So let's do this guy here. And Dahan Threaten. Each player adds 1 strife in a land with Dahan, and every land with strife, 1 damage per Dahan. Okay. Go in with that. And that. 1 damage per Dahan. 4. Alright, and that's that. Now I go to the Ravage, which is going to win this game for me. So they're going to Ravage in, wetlands right here. Dahan will fight back, kill the town and the city, and that is an automatic win. There are no cities on the board, and don't even need to finish resolving that. So that was pretty good. That was a game with many mines and Downpour Drenches the world. Both spirits that I haven't played in a while, I don't think. And yeah, nice clean win against Brandenburg Prussia level 4. Let me score this up, and then I can clean up so we can get started with other stuff. I almost timed this well. I wanted to end right at 4. 15 minutes late.
Live tape.
What? Live tape?
Live to tape. Not streaming?
Not streaming, no.
Just recording?
Just recording. Yeah, this one will go up in a couple weeks. Percy, be gentle.
No.
Yeah, these 2 spirits I had never played against Brandenburg Prussia before for some reason, so they seem like ideal candidates for this game.
Is that a side address or a front address microphone?
This one, it's front.
Okay.
Yeah. So the sound quality is okay from right here. It's not too bad. Okay, 2 cards left. Dahan on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do it.
Percy's very good at knocking over that thing. White, 1, 2 left. Terror level was, well, simultaneous 4 and 3. And then 1, 2, 8.
Alright, no more.
18 health worth of invaders. So that was a 52-point game. It was a little long, probably about 1 hour 45 minutes. So I had a little bit of analysis paralysis there in the middle, but was able to still get it done. So I like these spirits a lot, especially, I think, Many Minds. I think Downpour is a stronger spirit than Many Minds, but I think I like Many Minds more. Just all the fear and defense and moving Dahan around. Although, kind of, that's also what Downpour does. They're similar in that regard. So they complemented each other better than I thought they would. So yeah, that was a good one. I don't think I've played these two spirits before. Together, in one team. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, as always. And I will see you next week with some more Spirit Islands. Thanks for watching.